Thanks, Charlie, and everyone, particularly Paula, for inviting me. Military Family Speak Out started in 2002, and Robert Shetterly's analysis of the war in Iraq, particularly, is the analysis that mirrors within Military Family Speak Out, which was started actually in the Massachusetts area. As an organization, as an activist organization opposing the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, a lot of what we do is support our members who are mostly mothers and fathers. We have a few spouses and some individuals who actually served since September 11th, 2001. The challenge for our families, as opposed to our veterans, is slightly different. We have members of our organization who are watching their loved ones deploy, who are wondering when they're going to hear from them again, if they're going to hear from them again. When they come back, the stuff that we heard about earlier this morning, PTSD, TBI, domestic violence, military sexual trauma, these things come back home with them. And the mothers and fathers, the spouses, the brothers and sisters who are our members of Military Family Speak Out are the ones who are also suffering as a result of this trauma. Secondary trauma is, I think, what it is sometimes called. And so as an activist organization, we channel the anger at times, the frustration, the desperation, what may seem like hopelessness, into hope, into action, into activity. It is very political in the sense that we are, as our mantra has been for the last 9 years, end the wars now, bring the troops home now, and take care of them when they get home. We know that the wars will end at some point. Iraq, perhaps by the end of this year. Afghanistan, maybe 2014. As we've heard earlier, the wars won't end for the ones who come back home. And for those who are either surviving their loved ones or are participating in reclaiming their lives as loved ones, as members of military families, we know that the wars will extend farther and farther into their futures. And so we are, as an organization, not necessarily putting behind us our activist aspirations. On the contrary, we are now looking at the last part of our mantra, which is take care of them when they get home. How can we, as an activist organization, be doing more to advocate for the taking care of them when they get home? Knowing that there's a lot of stuff happening, a lot of stuff is in this room, a lot of stuff is happening at the VA, at the Department of Defense, the various branches. A lot of stuff is happening, but it's not on the tip of the tongues of the people of the United States of America. We pay a lot more attention to, Real Wives of Orange County than we do the real military families who are suffering as a result of the deployments, multiple deployments. Often people going overseas again and again with PTSD, with TBI, and various debilitating issues that again, their loved ones are aware of and are suffering with back home. So one of the things that we did last year was organize a healing retreat. And so it's kind of nice to hear that there were alternative visions of what healing could be in this room. We wanted to explore that as well. We have a few members who are a part of the Pine Ridge Reservation, Lakota Nation. Anybody who understands Lakota culture, and Native American culture in general, but to be very specific about Lakota culture, they have a very serious warrior ethos. And a lot of individuals per capita in the Native American community do enlist in the military for a variety of reasons, including trying to support that warrior consciousness that runs deep into their culture. So a couple of our members decided that they would help us out by modeling what they do in their culture when their warriors come home. And we invited our military members, our military family members, veterans, to participate with healers from the Lakota Nation and various other nations over Memorial Day weekend, which was an auspicious weekend to be doing this, of course. 201, including the individuals who were the presenters and the healers, this was a very unique and novel thing. Generally speaking, Native people do not share these rituals and these ceremonies with outsiders. They did so willingly because they knew that they are a part of this culture. They are a part of military families. And they wanted to help our organization discover new ways to talk about this. We did art therapy, we did drumming circles, we did storytelling, we did sweat lodge, we did things that you will not find in a psychiatric institution. We did not do the dropping of pills to release our pain. And everyone, at the end of the day, and you can visit our website and see some testimonies, pretty much said that this was the best experience they had. We have one woman whose son had just deployed about 3 days before her and her husband drove from California to South Dakota to be with us. She said if she had not gone through this experience, she did not know how she would cope beyond dealing with her son's deployment. So I am looking forward to having more conversations about the alternative ways to heal, but also, again, focusing on the military families that are really a part of the experience that veterans have when they deploy to war and come back home. Thank you.